Well, hello and welcome and hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me on this very, very special edition of Un Poco Mas. I want to make this video pretty quick. I got a ton of work to do. Happy Monday, guys. Talking Nio, ticker symbol NIO. So what's going on, guys? Stock popped about 15%, been holding right around the $5.30 area, sitting at $5.28 right now. Volume 84 million shares. Just take you around the horn really quickly. Shorts returning 5.56 million shares today. Cost to borrow average holding above 6%, and there are approximately 430 million shares on loan, 206 million shares sold short, which represents 15.41% of the free float. Cost to borrow running around 6, utilization 92%, short score 77. So what happened today, guys? Essentially, the Chinese government basically, as you know, about a month ago, 2 months ago, there was a lot of disappointment because investors were expecting a massive sort of fiscal stimulus on the consumer side from one of these meetings of, the sort of Chinese Congress, and it didn't happen. Essentially, they came out with an alternative plan to sort of, help out the states and free them up to pay some back debts. And basically, they were stimulating state and local governments rather than a massive consumer stimulus that people thought could be into the trillions of dollars. And then essentially what happened is the government sort of capitulated and then just announced that they're going to go ahead and press the red button, the nuclear option, in terms of fiscal stimulus and loosen monetary policy in a way that the Chinese government hasn't done since 2008. So that's 15 years, basically taking extraordinary measures to stimulate consumer demand. They're trying to combat deflation, trying to combat this, death spiral of deflation and debt that's haunting their real estate industry. And, the problem, the benefit for EVs is they're just going to get swept up in this massive, flood of money that's going to come into the system. And it's perfect timing for Nio, because they just released the Onvo brand. They're just ramping up. 10,000 units supposed to be this month, 20,000 in March. They're releasing Onvo. The official launch is Nio Day, which is just a couple of weeks away, like 2 weeks away. So that's going to actually be coming out, next year. And then they also have the ET9 coming out, news around that. A lot of short interest on the stock, a lot of borrowing on the stock, going to be a ton of buying pressure on all these Chinese stocks. But the difference is these other car companies just did not have this massive shorting and borrowing that Nio had, which should make the increase quite a bit more dramatic. I think XPEV at this point is up a similar amount to Nio, not quite sure. Anyway, guys, so this is what we thought was going to happen. This is what I thought was going to happen a couple weeks ago when I said the stock's going to pop and short squeeze. Frankly, it is happening exactly the way I thought, just a little bit later than I thought, because I was looking, people that I know in China are looking at the economy and they're like, the government has to do something. The government absolutely has to create demand on the consumer side, prop up the economy and prop up the housing sector, prop up consumer sector, shopping malls, everything else, because some of these holiday and festival shopping periods and stuff haven't, seen the types of volumes that they have in years past, haven't been as dramatic. So the government is, I believe, in a little bit of panic mode in terms of stimulating consumer demand. And that's going to come in a litany of different ways. There's a good article, if you want to read one, on Reuters. There's another good article on Financial Times. I just read those. I don't have them pulled up right now. It's on a different computer system. But the bottom line is this, guys. I mean, shorts are going to have to make some decisions. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to cover on a 70-cent move, but the problem is this stock should have been 15, 20 bucks at least. If you just look at it versus the peer group, price to sales. I know a lot of people want to harp on price to book, but if you look at their CapEx structure and how they've built out the swap and a lot of other things, subsidiaries, they don't show up directly in Nio's book value, even though they've spent a lot of money building these things out, taking on debt, giving away equity, etc. So sometimes book value can be a little bit deceptive if you're not looking at like the overall group of companies and entities and partnerships and subsidiaries. If you're just looking at like Nio proper, the car company, you might be missing the bigger picture a little bit in terms of price to book. At least that's how it's been broken down to me by much smarter folks. But anyway, welcome and hello and welcome, guys. Thank you for joining me on this extraordinarily special edition of Un Poco Mas. We'd like to welcome the great Not a Lurker. We'll have a very special surprise. It's going to be Not a Lurker Day very soon on Un Poco Mas. Welcome, Clap My Dog. Hello and welcome. That's really all I had for Nio. There's not a lot of other news. It's basically just they dropped the stimulus bomb. In terms of the ET9, they got steer-by-wire, go ahead for mass production. Guys, I got to run to a meeting here in about 2 minutes, 7 minutes. So let me check in with that, and then I'll jump back on about 10 o'clock, and I'll give you an update on Nio, SMCI. I'm going to check in on SoFi, check in on so many other things, but just want to jump on real quick. Say hello to everybody. What's up, Klaus? The great Klaus Bohm is here. Coming at you from Thailand. Nice, Klaus. How's it going? The great Not a Lurker, Carl Seamark, the Mattress King of Chicago. The great Brian, Maria Powell. Hello, all. Brian with a Y. Thanks for all the Nio stock. I'm up 22% shares in 1 week. I'm holding long term. Once it hits 15, I'll be writing cover calls on my leaps protect against any pops. There you go, man. It's not that complicated, is it, Brian? Give it to you on a silver platter. It's the great Graham Colstock, the monocle king of the lower west side of London. Wow, great day. What's up, Graham? Hope you're having a great one. It's Low Country Luton Pawn in the house. Blazing Bird. Rocket chip emojis. Sub and like. Definitely don't do that. We got the great Thomas Puzak. The spice must flow indeed. M. Russo, the great M. Russo 215. Thank you for joining us. The Ghost. I know I was excited when I see 50% woke up with the bell. Indeed. Hey, I'm first. Yes, you were, Ghost. Good for you, sir. You win absolutely nothing. Teddy Bear, Monday, let's go. Yeah, thanks, Not a Lurker. Yeah, great to see Klaus again, checking in from another luxury vacation. You guys have the life. You retire young. You and Tevis, you guys are probably sharing some beach together, having a pina colada. I'm over here shuffling papers around my office like a big turd that I am. Anyway, guys, Nio up 15% on the day. Very strong, but not insane volume. The algo is trying to hold 1530. I am very confident it's going to leg up again from here. It's still absurdly undervalued and on every metric. I'll be back at you soon. Got to run, got to talk at some business, got a job to do. Somebody's got to keep the lights on around here. Hope everybody's having a great one. I'll be back at you real soon. Thanks a lot. Soon Poco Mas. Peace. I'm out of here.